Hey everybody, Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing? I'm doing good. I hope your holiday season has been good. I won't go into my little intro thing. I'll just jump right into it. I've been doing okay. We'll talk about that in another video. It's okay. I just read something today. I had to do a video about this. And I think the article is from the New York Times. I get this email to me. You might hear me say I don't really watch the news. I don't. I do listen to an AM 780 station here in Chicago, and I read the New York Times. So that's how I get a lot of my news, through reading the most. So the best advice you received, and this is one. It just resonated with me. Here we go, you all. People who avoid their feelings will neglect yours. Again, people who avoid their feelings will neglect yours. And I just want to talk about that for just a moment. So I know as women, and when I say these statements, it's not a blanket statement. I'm not saying all, but some. And sometimes, every time I do a video, my nose starts itching. I don't know what that is. What's the correlation? Some, meaning maybe most, quite a few people. Let's go with people. We feel our partner, our sister, our friends, mom, dad, grandma, cousins, whomever, uncles, aunties, whomever, should feel, and you fill in the blank. So if we do a lot for the family, we think we should get accolades. We think we should get compliments or thank yous. You should. Probably will not. If we show up in the most amazing way for our friends and family, we think they should show up for us in that way. They should, but they probably won't. We think if we're married in a committed relationship, indifferent, in between, that our partner or whomever should read our mind. They're not. They can't. And people who avoid their own feelings, how are they going to help you when they're not even aware of what's going on inside of them? This is why I often say, oh, they need therapy. And I know it's thrown out a lot. I know mental health is talked about a lot. I know since COVID, this is a whole thing. But they need therapy. And the ones that say they don't really, really need it. And I don't like put myself up high. I'm better than you because I've been in therapy all these years because I'm a therapist. I know what's going on with me within reason. And I know it's still quite a bit of work there to be done. My expectations of people can be great. I do expect friends to show up for me. I do expect the one that I love to communicate with me, but this is not to be. And I really, really, really want to do this again. I think I said this another year. I really want to stop expecting anything. And it's not like, oh, I expect to live in a slummy place. I expect a bad career. I expect a bad job. I expect bad clients. I'm not saying that. But why put these expectations on others to show up for me when people who avoid their own feelings will neglect yours? If someone does not think highly of themselves, how are they going to show you love? If they may not even love themselves or feel they deserve some love, how are they going to show me love? It's not possible. Let me show you something about people. This is not a people bashing video. I'm just being honest. People might call you and want to talk, but the moment you start talking and being vulnerable, and maybe what people would deem as complain, feel sorry for yourself, go into victim mode, they're going to jump off that phone, or either they get quiet. I did it to my supervisor yesterday. We get on the video and I'm telling her about how I feel about the winter. We were just talking in general. And I'm like, it's so gray here. I know that affects me. I know it does. And I've been knowing her a few years. I could say that. And she kind of looked funny, and it's like when you're truthful, people look funny and like, oh, they want to say like, oh, you're being negative. No, this gray weather affects some people. I'm one of them that it can bother me. And I feel like I could say that, but then she kind of looked funny. I wasn't complaining. I was just stating how I felt. I felt kind of drab these last few days. Just blah. Just kind of blah. I'm just being honest. That's why I did this channel. I always would be honest with you all. I'm not gonna get on here and say everything's great. And it is good. It's not nothing bad. It's not that. It's just this when I don't see the sun for a while, it can affect my mood. And I know that for a fact. So I'll just be honest. But people they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it, you all. Again, as the article stated, people who avoid their own feelings, they don't want to hear that. And it wasn't for her to try to help me feel better. I don't need that. I was just stating a fact. Every other Thursday, I pay someone, and it's called a therapist. She has her doctorate degree. And I pay this lovely woman to hear me out for 60 minutes. We run stuff across each other, bounce stuff off each other. She guides me. I don't expect for her to answer my life's problems, but I bounce stuff off of her. So I'm good. I don't need nobody else trying to save me. But I am going to stop expecting people who don't even know themselves to take care of my feelings. We want happiness. Some of us feel like my husband should be making me happy. My wife should be making me happy. I'm not happy. They don't make me happy. But they're not happy. How can they? My kids, they went off to college. They don't call me. I'm not happy. After all I did for her, all I did for my son, the least he could do is call me. He's not. He's not going to call you, mom. And husband, he's not going to do this. He's not going to take you out on dates. He's just not going to do it. So we have to decide for ourselves, who can we talk to about our emotions and our feelings? Can we take ourselves out? Can we do something for ourselves? This is me. When I talk, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to me. And I have to do more things for myself. I do quite a bit, but I could do even more. This is the path that God put me on, and I got to really figure it out. I'll be figuring it out till the end of my life, just like you. But stop putting the onus on somebody else to make you happy or to do all these things. Even your friends, stop. They have their own problems. They're busy. And we got to remember, especially my race, African Americans, they don't want to deal with nothing. It is what it is. Got to keep going. That's why we have so many secrets. Got to keep it moving. And sometimes that strategy is broke. It don't work. But again, those are people who probably don't even want to deal with their own stuff. So that's the way they're going to deal with you because that's how they deal with themselves. And that's okay. It's not right or wrong. It's what fits them. But you got to get down to the nitty gritty. It's going to be dirty. It's going to be uncomfortable. But get you some type of support. To me, it don't have to be a therapist. It could be, I like ministers too. A good minister or mentor, and talk to them. Good self-love workbooks, videos, YouTube University full of bright people that will help you. And they have worksheets and workbooks. But stop expecting somebody else who totally have not done the work on themselves to help you. They're not going to be able to. And it's okay. Meet people where they are. Give them grace and give them space. But take that space and work on yourself. Okay, you all? That's all I got to say. Have a good one. Bye.